What is up, YouTube? I'm doing that vloggy thing again. Don't know if I like it or not. You may never see this video, but if you do, this is another video I am making. What am I doing today? I'm playing Reptile Tetris at the moment. So, because of the cool monitor stuff, everything else in my house is moving around. So, I'm in the process of turning that torch table over there into two torch tables, which are going to go under the stairs. But in doing so, I've had to move my Leopard Gecko, so he's currently in this Viv, and I'm moving him into that Viv down there, which is the same footprint, it's just not quite as tall. Also, shout out to Grogu. Hey Grogu, he's a grumpy sod. So basically, today's video, I am going to set up a new Leopard Gecko enclosure, which I know isn't particularly exciting, but I thought, you know, I'd bring you along and Patrons get some extra early content. Also, Patrons, they're over here. Check them out. Right, so yeah, thanks to the Patreons. You guys are awesome, and you are helping me make cool stuff. So I appreciate you gratefully. If you can't do the Patreon, don't worry. Just like, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, all the usual stuff. Right, let's get into it. So, what's the plan? Right, let me work out the buttons. This is going to be a proper all over the place vlog, but it is what it is. At the moment, he has got a Halogen and a Shade Dweller. He did have a Jungle Dawn, but I've had to move it over there somewhere. And then he's in this sort of expanding foam background that I made with some slate hides and stuff. It is cool, but I need the space, so I'm moving him into something else. And to be honest, this doesn't work as well as I wanted it to anyway, so I'm going to rip it all apart. So, what have I got for the new Viv? So, the Viv is down here. It's a 3-foot Viv Exotic Viv. And at the moment, it's just a bare shell. So, my plan is, I've got ceramic light fitting from White Python, because that was the cheapest one that was in the shop. I've got a Amazon special LED light, which is in here, which is going to go in there. I'm going to reuse the Shade Dweller from up there. So, he will have Halogen, UVB and LED. And then I have got the nice piece of grapevine wood stuff, which I think is going to be like the centre point piece for the Viv. Some cork, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. And then I've got some wood in here, which is that piece and that piece there. So I'm going to use those as well. Ignore the water bowl. I spend my entire life scrubbing that thing and they just don't ever look clean after you've used them. As for the plants, I don't know if I'm going to put any plants in there or not. I might, or I might use those plants in somewhere else. So that's pretty much where I'm going to start. So I am going to go and find a tripod so you guys can basically sit next to me and watch me screw some lights to the ceiling, because that's what we do on these sort of builds. So yeah, let's go. Woohoo! So couldn't find a tripod. I'm going to prop you up somewhere and we'll start a time lapse. So this is going well. If anybody's watching and wants to buy a tripod, then I'm sure there's an Amazon wish list somewhere. I'll put one in there, because I don't know where the other two have gone. Cool, so I've got the lights fitted. I still need to wire them up, but here we go. I'll show you what we're doing. There's my face. Oh God, I'm so uncomfortable. We have got our LED right at the back. Oh, can I go wide angle? Yeah. So LED right at the back. Then the ceramic fitting, which I don't have a bracket for, so I've just, don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a cable tie and a cable tie, and it makes a bracket. And then we've got the 7% Shade Dweller there. So if he's basking, the UVB is sort of up that end as well. So I will get them all wired up off camera, because he needs to watch me struggle with wiring up some plugs for a bit. Shout out to Charlie. And then when we come back, we should have some lights on. So, see you in a bit. Back to me again. So, I thought I had a 25 watt nano bulb halogen thingy, but I don't. All I've got is a god awful 25 watt daytime lamp that I don't even know where it's come from, but it's in and it works, which will do for now, and I'm going to order a spare bulb. So there we go. There's the awful light. We've got LED and we've got UVB. So let me go on wide. Hey Google, turn Winston on.
Sure.
Boom.
Winston on.
There we go. So we have got LED, UVB, awful bulb that will be a halogen soon enough. So yeah, right, now I need to get some bits and bobs together and we can start putting the Viv together, which is exciting. Right, so what I've got here is old substrate because it wasn't that old, and I'm just going to reuse it. So there's some isopods in there. I'm sure there's some isopods in there. Yep, there's a little orange one. There's orange ones and there's dairy cows in there as well. So this is Arcadia Eco Earth Arid. There's some grass. There's leaf litter in here as well. And then I've got a huge pile of wood and cork bark that I'm going to arrange. And we'll see how it goes. So I think time lapse is the way to go if I can find something to prop you up on again. So time lapse. So I just spent ages organising this, and I thought I'd just press play on my time lapse, but turns out I didn't press play. And I'm not going to take it all out and pretend like I didn't and do it again, so I'm just going to do a big reveal instead. I've left a little gap for the water bowl, I haven't put that in that yet. I need to clean the runners out. Norbs, give it a rest. That's Norbert by Jack Russell. Yeah, I need to clean the glass runners out, give it all a spray down, and go and change the bulb, but I think we're pretty much there. So give me a sec to tidy it up, and then, but for now, bum ba da bum 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 bum. Excuse the light bulb, I'll change that soon. But here we go. This is the new and improved, or new and changed Viv for Winston, my Leopard Gecko. So we've got the hot end up there. We've got some UV and some LED, and then he's got lots of little hook block caves and tubes and bits he can hide under. Little cave down there in the cool end. There's some moss tucked in underneath that bit of wood in the corner as well, so it's got like a moist hide too. So yeah, I'm going to go and change the bulb shortly. I'm going to get him in there, and then I'm going to go and get a new bulb because he's just going to hide anyway. And I guess it's time to introduce Winston. So there we go. So this is Winston. He is my very, very old rescue leopard gecko who is very, very fat, as you can see. He's got big old chunks of stuff here. He's also, he's got no toes. Oh, and he's on the floor. He's got no toes. Well, not proper toes anyway, because he spent most of his life in a 30 by 30 by 30 exoterra with one cave, and he was just fed on waxworms. So he's on a very strict diet, but he's very good at holding on to his chunkiness. But we are getting there slowly, so let's pop him in and let him have an explore before I put the glass in. We've got Norbs as well, so say hi Norbert. Hey Norbert! Norbs likes to watch, but he is on best behaviour and he won't go anywhere near him because I won't let him. But yeah, there we go, that's Winston. He's like, what is this? Why have you moved me? He's not a very sociable lizard, he normally bites me. I was quite lucky today. But he's out and about. I'm sure we're going to find somewhere that he can go and hide, and then he'll be back out this evening. Look at that. I made a little cork bark hide and he's gone straight in the little cork bark hide. That's what we like to see. So yeah, there it is. That's Winston's house. I might do a little time lapse in a minute, just so you guys can hopefully watch him explore, and then I need to go and get a new bulb. Yeah, let's do that. Right, time lapse in 3, 2, 1. So that was pretty uneventful time lapse, but we do it anyway. So my local shop hasn't got the bulb that I wanted, so I've ordered one online. So there's just a few finishing touches left to do on the Viv, if I can do them. Don't know if that's going to come off or not. So, lots to turn me around. This is the most unprofessional vlog. So, obviously, got to have a label. Whether the label, oh my god, it's just so awkward to do it with one hand. Does that fit on? I don't know. There we go. So, got to have a info label because, you know, we all like to have a little home zoo. And then, my final finishing touch, if this will come off without breaking, which I don't know if it's going to or not, is we have to put a little glue dot, which is a little Velcro glue dot, and then make it officially home. Winston gets his name tag. Sweet, I'm going to bang the glass in. Bowl will arrive in a few days, and that is that. But that's it for today's vlog, I guess. If you're enjoying these build series, let me know. If there's any animals that you want to see more of, let me know, I guess, for the ReptiChat vlogs, I guess I'm calling it. My next build is for these guys. This is the two tortoises. They used to be together, then they started fighting, so they're separated, and this is not big enough. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're making 2 new tortoise tables. Watch a new puppy, which are going to go here under the stairs. And I have actually, sneak peek, already got the wood there. So I'm going to finish doing the leopard gecko and then start that tortoise table jobby, but you're not going to see that today. So yeah, thank you very much. Patrons, as always, thank you. If you want to join the Patreon and get early access to more videos like this, link is in the show notes below. And if I don't see you before, which I probably won't, I'll see you next Saturday at 5:30 PM for a ReptiChat podcast episode. Back to the norm. So yeah, cool. Until next time, laters.